90-foot cross.
Here. Hold this right.
You want me to take a picture with you in it? Yeah, who wants a picture?
This Mom.
Oh, okay. Yes, that's great.
And here's me.
Carrie. Food looks good though.
I know, right?
Smells good too.
It's making me hungry.
Yep.
I'd buy it all, but then I'd be broke.
Vietnam War soldiers at the Civil War battle.
You know this?
What's that?
I'd buy it all and then I'd be broke.
Oh yeah.
Well, probably wouldn't wait halfway.
General Longstreet Museum. Schoolhouse. This says the dog house right there. Oh, the hot dog house. Old time kettle corn and Dixie juice. It's weird with the Vietnam soldiers walking around with Civil War soldiers and ladies and people.
I know. We stepped into the 1860s.
Stepped into the 70s and then the 1860s. What is it?
In my eyeball.
You alright?
Hot this way.
Grab the other trooper and pull him out of the saddle. He fell down, trampled by all the horses back. Set up a battery gun and fired 57 rounds in the town. Very easily. And some of them to this day have the legend of being hit by one of the Union cannonballs. In downtown Aiken, where the old Presbyterian church was, which is across from the old Aiken post office, it had a steeple, and in that steeple, a lot of bullet holes were in the steeple. And it's documented that a cannonball came over the church and went across the street and hit a saloon. And of course, the Presbyterians thought that was divine intervention, you know, take out the saloon and save the church. Meanwhile, the Confederates surprised the Yankees, the Yankee cavalry, and they turned and ran back towards Montmorency. That was Aiken's first steeplechase. It was a race, and if you lost the race, you died. Okay, so it was a race for your life. And when the Union forces got back to Montmorency, they got behind their barricades and started firing in a defensive position. They had another battle in Montmorency, and then the Confederates pretty much had run out by ammunition at that point. And then General Kilpatrick called for a flag of truce to retrieve his wounded and his dead. And then that night, he quietly withdrew from Aiken County and headed towards Columbia, crossing over Pine Log Bridge and Gunner's Bridge, which is over by Wagner, and then started a campaign in Lexington County leading into the burning of Columbia. A lot of interesting tales. The most amusing tale is about General Kilpatrick. He was a red head with a very large nose, and he was a notorious womanizer. In Virginia, his contemporary was Armstrong Custer, Custer's Last Stand fame. And General Kilpatrick had dressed a lady of ill repute in a Union uniform with the rank of major. And unfortunately, he had to get called out to go to some battle, and when he moved out, General Armstrong Custer wanted to have a relationship with the major in the camp. So General Kilpatrick was kind of upset about this, and when he got back, there was a big fight between Custer and Kilpatrick. And the high command, some people say it went all the way up to Lincoln, had to intercede to break them apart. When Kilpatrick came south to join Sherman, Sherman called him the biggest damn fool that I know of in Union command, but he's just the sort of guy I need to march through Georgia and South Carolina. But when General Kilpatrick came, he also brought Private Charlie and Private Johnny, or some other name, who were ladies in Union uniform. And there's some references to the men in the rank saying, boy, the general sure is fond of Private Charlie. And in the meantime, while that was going on, he picked up a Chinese lady as a laundress, and she marched with him all the way through to Savannah in Georgia and then back into the Carolinas. And by the time she hit Aiken, she was pregnant. And then as they moved into North Carolina, he ended up dumping her, and so she had a hard life. And also when he was in Columbia, one of the biggest tales of South Carolina is the most beautiful woman in South Carolina at that time was Marie Boozer. And I have to be careful when I tell the story because a Boozer family member will be in the audience. He'll stand up. I want you to know she was not a Boozer. She was adopted. But anyway, she found favor with the general, and the general, after losing in the Battle of Aiken, was never really effective.
K9 war dogs in Vietnam. 4,000 served, only 204 survived.
Really?
He was in Vietnam.
Yep.
Did you take a picture of that?
And video taking it. If you want to take a picture, you can use your cell phone.
My cell phone's in the car.
There you go. Pretty neat day. It's pretty cool day.
Well, you guys about ready for some of that ice cream yet? You think so? You guys are hot, aren't you? I didn't know I was going to bring you out here and switch to this, did you? You hot? Great. All of 10,000, over 10,000. The large. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're not dressed a little overdressed for the weather. We did. Every picture you see over there, everyone's gone.
My daddy's got one of them in his house.
Well, what?
Remember how he used to say they put them on people to let them know who was there and who killed them? I bet my daddy rode one. One of them helicopters.
Yeah, it said 4,000 war dogs served and 3,800 died in Vietnam.
I might have should go with the daddy and see if that was the plane he rode in.
I don't know.
He was in Vietnam, figure out if that's the plane he always rode in.
All the service dogs that died.
Oh, look, there's another dog.
Hmm?
Look, there's another dog.
Where's that?
In the cage.
Yep. You get a picture?
None of the dogs.
Go there.
I can't get it with this damn thing.
Well, not that, not those.
It's the war dog wall. It's pretty neat.
I know I slept too. Why is it dark?
Same thing.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, you guys probably outnumbered 2-1 this year.
Somebody left their stuff. 30 rounds.
There's the rock star.
Furniture that would not come over. That's going to be right now. I
I bet Diddy had all these stuff.
25 miles.
This would have been one of the Colt 1911s that they were issued.
No.
No, it's under all that.
All right.
That was their sign on. That was the last resort.
Look, he's got that on his belt buckle.
What?
The airborne, he got it on his belt buckle.
What?
Because he was a paratrooper. But he always said paratrooper. My daddy was in Vietnam War.
Which unit?
He's never talked about his unit, but he said he jumped out of airplanes and went through. He was telling me about the Ace of Spades, where they just put them on people to let them know which ones were there.
This is the ground troops radio. That's mine.
He's got one sitting above his door that he put there.
A lot of high-speed, low-drag units, such as the 173rd and 1st Cav, they would carry these, like you were saying, put the card on the dead body. Most of the time it had what unit it was. So like the 101st Airborne, they would have 101 in the car design or what kind they were in, and they put that on them.
Yeah, put the internal mag
card on the dead body.
Bullets to load.
It would let them know what unit they're chasing.
Because I know he said that they would do it to let them know who was there and which, like you said, unit it was. So that way
It was your maximum first dog puppy.
Yeah. Sir.
Excuse my language.
Good?
Count to 10. I know what Kundingi means. But because I've been put on my Kundingi Taekwondo class. Hablo siete pero practico. I can speak in Korean. I can speak some Tagalog, I can speak some of the dialects of the Philippines.
Oh yeah. Dixie juice. You hear me? It's a Dixie juice. Schoolhouse? Cool.
Log cabin school.
We gotta check it out. It's old Doc Bell's handmade Ice cold birch beer, root beer, and lemonade. You gonna stand over here? Check the horses out.
I don't know where none is because I ain't paying $2 for a map.
You want $2 for a map?
Yep.
Might get one for a souvenir.
Huh?
You want to go check out the old period of time clothing?
No. I already know what they
You
look
make
like.
take my cell phone?
I already know what.
Recreations. Battles there.
See, 'cause there's the cannons.
Mm-hmm.
More cannons on that side.
Like the cavalry folks. Let me take a picture here. That's the battlefield. Old cavalry's over there. I guess they won that first battle.
What's the next one? Ain't it 12:30 to shoot out or something?
Oh, come here. The Battle of Aiken, 2018. Okay. Cool deal.
The next battle ain't till 2:30. You know?
Mm-hmm. There's some Confederate soldiers over there. Where's them horses that you're talking about?
There was one over there, but he done went that way. I want to go check out the Confederate night before Christmas book.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, my name is Ali, and
Oh, in the schoolhouse.
Oh, yeah. I do. I have to walk around in dresses and stuff like that.
Well, it probably didn't bother them back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's too daggone hot.
I know. What's that right there? Wigs and stuff?
Yeah, hats.
Hats.
Hey, to do Romans. Really? Yeah.
That's neat.
You want to go check it out?
If you do.
I like these.
The what?
I like these.
Mm-hmm.
See, it goes on top of your head. See?
It's like some wedding stuff or something.
Looks like a Navy bag. Double bag. It's all costly.
Look at the pocket watches.
Now, do you mail order? Do you like a dozen? Sure.
Okay.
Because that's what I'll be looking at is like a dozen.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Have a good day. Did you want to see that?
Real pretty.
Oh, okay. Hi.
Sorry.
Can
I help?
1873.
Okay. We were just waiting for them.
And hers.
That one's 45. It's a prototype. I keep improving my stuff. The prototypes go cheap.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's like the next one's better.
Yeah, these are.
158 caliber standard cartridge box. I've got a 1860 canvas cartridge box, Confederate. One over there in the corner is a Henry #1 cartridge box. I like all kinds of stuff. Take one of my cards. I got a website. Look on that, see what I got.
He's here with me. I'm going to bring
That is a World War II finish ammunition pouch. All leather or all canvas, no stitching. Just vulcanized.
Let's walk around here. Here somewhere. Yeah.
Post office.
We got 53. Oh, yeah. Did you find? Oh, that's cute. I know. For a minute. I'm well trained. She'll tell you I'm well trained.
My mama has some of these in the house. Did you put the candle on and hang it on the wall?
You alright? Union soldier.
We're going to finish looking. I want to see.
Hmm?
Yeah, we'll finish looking. I want to see.
Oh, I might have you.
Cabins that they built. I don't know if you can sleep up there.
No,
you can't go up there. And it later.
So this is a schoolhouse.
It's a schoolhouse. What they call a schoolhouse.
That's where the fire
Oh, they just take it all out.
out by the house.
Did you see it, Mom? Look at this. See? Oh my God.
Good, how are you?
Look at that.
What's this, your hands? How much is going to be at Broxton Bridge?
Check out the old carriage.
That's what I was telling you. That's what they put the casket in.
It's been fun.
I'll take a picture of my cell phone.
You have one? Huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's some nice carriage right there. They have them like that.
Oh, sorry about that.
I can't get it.
Need to back up some. We got.
I got it. The horse thief.
Yes, sir.
Burial $10. Teeth pull, hot bath,
With just black powder.
shave, and haircut.
I'm gonna use it just a little while. We're supposed to have a shootout at 12:45.
Look at the candy.
What's that place supposed to be?
Oh look, they got it. Oh, it's water. Sandy, hats, dolls, flags, books.
Old South photograph.
Look, shame on America. Stop trying to get forced. Because you couldn't get Nathan on the battlefield in the courts with the witnesses that were there, and now you're trying to get him in the classrooms.
That's the painting. So our next stop is actually 15 minutes ago. That's me on the cover. It's called The Rescue. The Rescue is right. Basically, there's a legend that Jesus during his lost years went to England. This is the Stonewall Jackson side, and the other side is the Nathan Memphis Farm. And my calendar tells you the dates. We're black.
Sherman in the South. Excuse me.
Take your time. Oh, it's up to you. Next week, join the club. Yes. Yes. Really good. Thank you. Thank you. They're in the book. All right, let me.
All right, that picture there too. Right, that picture there too.
Now, what I need from you is just a quick delivery.
Africa processed 1.5 million white slaves.
What now?
Free tracks. Free tracks to what?
So we're setting our
Bible tracks. Bible tracks.
a little bit ahead.
I love them was tracks.
Keep saying muscle shoals. Muscle shoals. It's turkey. Have to look it up.
Your name?
Yeah, last time I
my 20s and all that. I had it kind of out west. Started doing some kind of cattle herding, cattle rustling, Indian shooting, a little fur trading. There wasn't a lot of money to be made. Well, the Civil War was starting out. I decided I'd start hauling equipment for the Confederacy. So I moved back kind of on the western edge of the Missouri area, Illinois area, and started hauling equipment and all that. Civil War came and went. I started running out of money, headed back west again with my wagon. Got out there with cattle droves and realized that there wasn't a lot of money to be made out there with cattle drives and a wagon necessarily. When I built the chuck box and got another guy with a wagon, we built the chuck box on the back and started feeding cowboys. Well, the cowboys around, when they need to eat, they'd come over to Charles Goodnight's wagon, which is Chuck's wagon. That's where you got the name Chuck Wagon from. So I ended up kind of hanging around that area, Oklahoma, with the cattle drives and all that, Texas, and ended up making my way down into Amarillo, Texas. And that's where I met my wife, Mary Dreyer, and Molly Dreyer, as they called her, is her nickname. And she was a school teacher. Well, she didn't really want to roust around the area necessarily, as I was with the chuck wagons all the time. But eventually she gave in because she missed me, and she came out and she started homeschooling kids on the prairie. And she was really one of the first homeschool teachers, so to speak. So a lot of kids are homeschooled today because of her. In Amarillo, Texas, there is the Goodnight Academy. It is a homeschool academy that basically supplies a lot of the country with a lot of information for kids and all that. Well, I noticed right around the turn of the century that the buffalo and the bison were dying off. I'm a big fur trader. I have a bison vest here that's originally made by a Sioux Indian 80-year-old woman as a gift to me, as well as this brain tan was given to me, a brain tan skin. I love history, but Charles Goodnight himself, he herded up over 450 buffalo and took them to an area in Amarillo, Texas. Those buffalo are now the descendants of Yellowstone's buffalo herd that we have. He preserved our buffalo for this nation. He was, to me, he was the founding father of cowboy. He was really it. This is very much like his wagon. Like I said, this is a 1861 Studebaker wagon that I restored. I found in a barn in Saudi Daisy, Tennessee. It was all beat up, nasty and everything, but all the hardware was original. I had to cut a tree out to get it out. The wife thought I lost my mind, and I come back. I live in Tampa, Florida. I'm back from the store.
Oh, that makes so much.
Arwen.
Pause 1 second. Let's catch up.
Tents everywhere. A little bit cooler around here.
It is. A little bit.
Taekwondo.
Yeah, you ain't got nothing to say, so I just, yeah, I know. Not a direct play. No, really? Now the union engineers, they have engineering graduates, so not only have the same
Look at the old barricades that they had. Right there. Yeah. Right here. That's South Carolina, look like.
There was a guy here yesterday, and he was explaining just all those little
Looks like North Carolina right there. Arkansas over here.
People do meet people that post stories.
You reckon so? That's South Carolina, I think. Something down here.
I don't have his phone number on it.
Kirk's Battery. Wonder what is down here.
Don't know. We gonna find that.
I see it, I know what you mean.
I don't know how they did it in the heat. Pour all that stuff. Took it all them blankets. I'd be done passed out. Really?
Yep.
I was parking.
Sticky. No, you good.
Some camp down there too.
About to tell you I think those guys are in my bag, but
I mean, that's the reenactment.
Really? There's an infantry right there. Looks like there's an infantry right there. Come on. I feel like I stepped back to 1860s.
Yeah, with a McDonald's cup.
Yeah, with a McDonald's cup.
Yeah, I brought a McDonald's cup into the 18th century.
Yep.
Teach them about some McDonald's.
Check out the horses.
I see the horse. Look, I like that tan one.
Pretty.
Look, there's tents down there. This is a big place.
Horse turd. Watch out for the horse droppings. Check that sword in it. It's pretty.
Yep. I can't look at the horse turds. I like that white one.
It really just depends on your work schedule and when you feel like coming. So we both had to, we couldn't come until the kids got out of school Friday. You just, whenever. We're from Madison. What about y'all?
Like, we'll button them over
Welcome to look around and ask any questions.
Pretty horses.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm here on vacation. Now I leave them off.
Where are you from?
North Carolina.
That's where I used to live in. What part of North Carolina?
Close to Greenville, North Carolina. Going to the Outer Banks.
Yep. Yep.
That one looks together, sorry.
Civil War bullets. You got that?
Not like that, though.
No.
You gotta watch where you're going with this thing now, so don't get it, okay? So, swing it around while we're here, okay? Appreciate it. Have a great day.
I don't know if you can see the one on the lake.
Yeah, so that's all there is. And then the skinnier the ribbon, of course, the smaller it would be. So you just find the ribbon that you want. If you want it to be this wide, then you want the ribbon half.
Great. Well, we've been searching.
Because I'm like, I know I saw him sitting somewhere and.
Yeah.
Oh, Awesome. Well, thank you very much for your time.
And there's different, like this one was online, different patterns.
And I saw one of the gentlemen across the way had one.
Those right there in the back. Yes, they did. I've got some back. All right, sir. Thank you, sir.
Just to get the breeze in it. But yeah, the breeze doesn't.
This is a 19th century. Only use it.
Yeah, and then I did.
123.
I don't think this period.
The dog house. Huh?
John's famous for heat.
Yep.
They said it was a going cool.
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh yeah. Did you get a good picture of that?
And my credit card.
See official programs, $2.
Oh god. Oh Lord.
Oh, 7 people you are. We got the cabins over here.
Come on this way. Carry.
$2. Official program.
Interesting. Especially at nighttime because the cross is lit up. And it's so pretty. Yep. We're going to show you after the cross. Load your horses. It's a 90-foot cross. We need to get a toy for him too, so we should bring him back. Look at that old little thing. Look, Mama.
There he is right there.
There's a little boy. Is that the little boy? Yeah, see people leave rocks and toys and flowers. Look at that. I get out and look too. I got goosebumps. Oh, I got goosebumps standing up. Huh? I can't. Here, hold it. What do you want me to get?
Graniteville Cemetery. Again. Daylight hours. Tripped over something that wasn't there.
Yeah, look, we were walking like this, right, and see how it drops off? Well, we didn't see that, and we walked like that, and we went, boop.
Both of them said, and I said, Karen, that little boy's playing tricks on us.
I said, I wouldn't put it past him. He sees people.
It's the little boy. Unknown name. What does that say? Big 90-foot cross. Big 90-foot cross again. William Gregg.